This video is brought to you by StoneAgeGamer.com, a fantastic site for retro games, systems, accessories, and more. Be sure to check out StoneAgeGamer.com. Skip it up and that up! So this news article was sent to me by MaximumRD, aka Rob. You can check out his YouTube channel below in the description. I strongly recommend that you do, because he is one of the true drama-free members of the gaming community, and I really enjoy his content. I've known him via YouTube and outside of YouTube for years. He's a very good guy. And that's why when I saw the article that he posted on Facebook, I was shocked shitless. So anyway, you know we're in the days of ebooks and downloading everything in digital distribution, and you never think of going to a library. But maybe one day you're like, you know what? I'm a Harvard student. I'm going to go to the library, do some research, because especially when you're a college student, you got to use their library. So you're going there, you're looking through the books, and you see a book on, maybe you're doing a thesis on Roman poetry, let's say. And you see this book, and you take it out, and you go to check out the book, and you're noticing something weird about the book. It feels really off. The cover feels strange. It's smooth. It's shiny. I mean, you've seen leather before, but this is just a little different. Well, you come to find out something about that book. It's actually covered in human fucking skin. I shit you not. I thought this was trolling. I thought maybe it was a fake article. Nope, it's 100% real. Harvard has several books that are actually bound in human flesh. I shit you not. A few years back, Harvard librarians discovered that the covers of 3 of the books in their 15 million volume collection were bound not with leather, but with tanned human flesh. One of the books contains Roman poetry, another presents French philosophy, and the third is a treatise on medieval Spanish law. And here is the shit kicker. One of the books, the skin on one of the books, is from a guy who was flayed alive, meaning the skin was cut off with him while he still had a pulse. This is what an inscription inside that book had to say. The binding of this book is all that remains of my dear friend Jonas Wright, who was flayed alive by Wavuma on the 4th day of August 1632. King Mbesa did give me the book, it being one of poor Jonas' chief possessions, together with ample of his skin to bind it. Requiescat in pace, which means rest in peace. Here is a picture of one of the books that someone took and put on Twitter. I don't know, man. I couldn't touch one of these damn things. If you could, Godspeed to you. I have a pretty strong stomach, but knowing a book is covered in a dead person's skin, that's just kind of my limit right there. You know what the craziest shit about all this is that it's not something that's totally rare. It actually is a practice that actually has a name. It's a process called anthropodermic bibliopegy. The technique started in the 16th and early 17th centuries, but its history probably goes back even further. One of the earliest examples of a book bound in human flesh was a French Bible from the 1200s. God, man. No pun intended. Historians say that many of the books they found were actually medical books that were covered in human flesh. A lot of times these physicians back in the day, to honor the cadavers or the people that they used for their medical research, they would cover their medical books in their flesh to kind of thank them for letting them use their bodies for research. Look, I get our society, especially in the past couple hundred years, has evolved greatly, and things that happened a few hundred years ago to us seem very creepy and very foreign. But I can't even picture being alive in like the 15 and 1600s and being a physician and examining a cadaver and thinking, to honor this guy, I'm going to cut off his skin and use it for the outside of my book where I'm writing all my research down in. I don't know, if someone handed me a book that had the skin of a dead guy on it, I probably even back then would want to vomit. I don't know. I don't see this as a good idea or a great way of honoring somebody. I understand cultures change and we've evolved as a society and as a species, but oh man, especially the poor guy that was flayed alive. Like, what a freaky, creepy punishment. Your skin's cut off of you while you still have a pulse, and they make a book out of it. I wonder what happened to him. I wonder what his punishment was. What a way to go. And to the person who was friends with him, imagine receiving that book. Like, yeah, we killed your friend and cut his skin off while he was still alive. This is what you could remember him by. Enjoy the book, by the way. I don't know, man. Weird stories like this make me realize how far we've come. And it also makes me realize, yeah, we may walk around with iPhones and Android phones and think we're so advanced, but we are still one big weird pack of apes, man. We are definitely animals, no matter how much we try to hide it, period. Alright folks, make sure to rate, comment, favorite, and subscribe, and if you have an interesting news story you would like me to discuss, private message me with a link via YouTube, and if I use your news article, I will give you a shout out in the video and feature your YouTube channel in the description. Have a good one.